So I'm making a question here for this live while I wait for people to come in. Worst thing. I think I got that. There we go. I don't know where to put this thing. It doesn't want to cooperate. Check here in. No, can't put it there. Anyway. It'd be nice if it could be smaller somehow. Just see here. Hey, Birdino, what's up? You're the first person in. Let's see, greatest thing was probably getting my welding. Oh, you're a welder. Sweet. First thing, I went to jail for a year. Yeah, I think that would suck, man. I would hate to be in jail for a year. Is what country was the jail in? I mean, especially over here in the Philippines. We got this one guy here that was a vlogger. I don't know if you know him, but he was doing a bunch of crazy mess, and now he's in prison. He's gonna be in prison for a while. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they've done the sentence yet, though. So I'm not sure how long he's gonna be in there. But they're talking about it being a while. So yeah, that's crazy, man. Welding, though, welding is awesome. That was smart. That was a smart decision. What made you decide to do welding? Bearded Dragon Lover. Hey, hey, hey. What's up? How's it going? Turn this fan off. It's morning time here in the Philippines. It's a little bit cool. It's not that hot at all. It's actually feeling a little bit cool. Back. Bearded Dragon Lover. Yeah, I remember you're second person in here right now. And yeah, I remember both you guys coming in. I say guys, I don't know. I just say guys. But it sounds like, let me see how you say it. Braedon, Braedioni, Braedioni. I don't know. Maybe it's a dude because he's doing welding. So that's what I'm guessing. Let's see. I went to Job Corps. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I had a buddy that did that and got my trade and GED and driver's license. Congratulations, man. You did a great job. There, they had a lot of different trades. Yeah, a buddy of mine was over in North Carolina and he went to Job Corps out in the mountain area. I believe the place was named Murphy, I believe. I might be wrong about the. No. It started with an S. Started with an S. It was in the mountains of North Carolina. It's 10:52 here. 10:52 p.m. Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all probably like in the same part of the U.S. I'm assuming. Let's see. I've got to. I got like these lists here of like a bunch of people that came in, and I've got to organize them. I was working on videos this morning, so I didn't have time to do the organizing. But anyway, hey Rosvita, hey. Yeah, today I'm going to announce that the whatchamacallits, the moderators, yeah, need to be 18 and over. I'm going to be letting people know that will be starting today. And then starting Monday, I don't know how all that's going to work. I don't know if YouTube's going to like turn features off for people. I don't know. But we'll figure out what to do with that. I'm talking about guys that are in here. I'm talking about guidelines that they're pushing, YouTube's pushing to create more protection for young people, basically. So if you're 22, so you're fine. It really affects people that are under 16. So, but I decided on the moderators. I don't. Here's the thing. I don't like to believe in age discrimination type stuff. So I'm cool with people all ages, really. But the problem is, one big problem is at an old age, you have health problems, right? And people tend to have health problems at an old age. And then people at a young age tend to have less maturity. So my issue is not really age. It's not really a number or age. It's just having maturity for doing the moderating. And I sort of like the whole thing of the young being moderators because they know what might bother them and they can control it. People that are bothering them. So I sort of like that idea, but at the same time, I've had some issues with it, and I decided just go 18 plus. But the problem is you also don't know how old people are when they're in the stream, really. Because, not everybody tells you the truth. Your sibling is 16. So Bearded Dragon's 22, and Bearded Dragon says, "I just finished selling a horse today." Oh yeah, you're the horse person. Sold it for $48,000. Dude, I remember my family. The first house that we bought was about $15,000 for that. It was a small house. I was a teenager, and that was the first house that we actually purchased, which was my parents, basically, when I was a teenager. Was I 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, about 12, 13 years old, something like that, really. Let's see. Hubert, hey Mike, how's it going, bro? It's going awesome, man. How's Colorado doing? Bet it's beautiful out there. I got a question for you guys too up in the question area when you get a chance. Always constantly nonstop working because this morning I was editing videos and I posted one video, but I got another one to post soon, but I haven't posted it. And then yesterday, man, yesterday was like, what, 10 hours alive yesterday? It was crazy. Pretty good. Had a weird incident happen about 5 hours ago. What is it? What happened, man? Bearded Dragon says, I have 14 off the track thoroughbreds coming in tomorrow. So we're getting ready. Wow. Bro, who's buying these thoroughbreds you said? Oh, you said I think you said that you get them after the race is when you buy them. You know, after they do the racing and everything, you get them, or maybe it was before. But yeah, I'm just wondering, like, who does all the purchasing of these horses? I've had so many people tell me stories. Like one person was over in East Africa, and they have a bunch of camels over there, and they're selling the camels to people in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. Rosvita says, give advice, greatest thing. My greatest thing is giving advice. Let's see. You've ever done is giving advice. Probably the worst thing is overthinking. Yeah, you're like a big thinking person, big thinker person. I don't think you were in here yesterday, Rosvita, but I was sort of talking about my theory about superpowers and what's like doing all this crazy world stuff that's creating a bunch of drama and everything. And I was like, I think there's one person in my life that understands what I think, but I don't talk about who I think is causing all the crazy stuff in the world, especially in the U.S. Because I don't want them coming after me, basically. Bearded Dragon Lover. So yeah, I think your mind and my mind in that area is the same. Maybe I'm wrong, but I heard you talk about the vape thing, so. And I feel the same way as you on the vape thing, but it's just something I have to get off of eventually. Again and again and again. I've gotten off of it more than, I don't know, maybe 3 times probably. Bearded Dragon Lover says, me, let's see. Me, yeah. Hubert says, to sheriff vehicles, part of front of my place. 2 sheriff vehicles went to your place, went across the street, arrested a man in a corridor. Bought all that, and then they brought a body out under a sheet. Wow. That is some crazy news right there. Across the street from his house, the sheriff's vehicles show up and they bring a body out of the house and arrest some dude. That's pretty wild, man. And that's Colorado Springs. I mean, it's not like Detroit. Let's see, Bearded Dragon Lover says, yeah, most times after the race, but sometimes before I buy the horses. Before, let's see, but sometimes before and I buy the horses. Okay. So sometimes after races and sometimes before. Sounds like the horses are still not too old. I thought maybe they were retiring them and you were buying them, but it sounds like they're still not too old and you're buying them before and after and reselling them. I'm just wondering about who's buying them. But yeah, Hubert's got an interesting story there, guys. Read his comment of what happened to him earlier today, 5 hours ago. Yeah. Let's see. Rosvita says there are no things that might like that, Mikey. Nobody is going to come for you. Um, I don't know if they're going to come for me, but I think people get attacked. You know, like freedom of speech. Freedom of speech gets attacked. Is basically what I'm saying. So I don't think they're going to come for me, but I think that they, if I open up exactly everything that I want to say and want to do and all that kind of stuff, I don't think I have the true opportunity to do that. So if I did, I think they would basically turn me off. Kuya Dave says, and I think a lot of people over in America may know what I'm talking about. Kuya Dave says, hey everyone. Hey Kuya Dave. And Bearded Dragon Lover, retracted, okay. Kuya Dave. Welcome back, man. Yeah. We got a question up there, and also in the chat, there was, I don't know if you can see earlier chats from when you came in. Do you see that one from Hubert? He has an interesting story there that happened. Who, the government? No, I call it superpowers. Basically, I think that there is, I think there's people that have a lot of money and power in the world. It's not just, you know, US or whatever. I think there's certain people in different areas of the world that are trying to destroy things. I mean, for instance, hey Ozzy, what's up? For instance, as far as men, guys, that kind of thing, you know, real guys, it tends to be disappearing in the world. Except for maybe a couple countries, right? Like Russia, China. And the reason being is, you know, you've got tons of people, these guys over here that are switching to ladyboys. In Asia, you know, you got a lot of that. And you also, over in the US, you have a lot of people that change sex and so forth. So, but why is there only some areas of the world that's doing it and some areas are not? And what does it do? And it's normally guys are the one that change. And what does that do? It gets rid of the guys, you know, it eliminates guys. It eliminates people that are the ones that tend to create security, and I'm talking about real men, because, you know, real men create security. And then there's the not real men, the monsters and so forth that actually cause the problems, which is normally guys as well. Like over there at Hubert's place across the street, they're arresting a guy. And I hate when the news says men, because those are not men. Real men don't go around hurting innocent people and so forth. That's not the definition of a man, but the news always says, this man. Anyway, they're trying to emasculate societies, basically. And they're doing a great job of it. Bearded Dragon Lover says, my greatest thing was selling a horse for $78,000. Good gosh. That's almost what was more than the first house I bought. The second house was close to that. and which I don't own a house anymore, but anyway, and my worst is having a stallion worth almost $1 million and he got hurt. Oh, ew. Yeah, that's life, man. It's like a roller coaster. Life is like a roller coaster, ups and downs, ups and downs. And I had to put him down. It's a big loss. But you mentioned one group that was Rosevita. I'm sorry, Rosevita. You mentioned one group that was given chemicals, right? Remember? And where is my chemicals anyway? Oh, there's my chemicals. Providing chemicals. Let's see. Rosevita says they are chill, bro. Don't worry. I'm not worried anyway. I'm freaking old. Yeah, yeah. Get old. You're like day by day. When you get old, you just go day by day. Uh, his gay guys. DJM. So you're trolling. How much are you being paid to go around and act like a fool and troll? Let's see. Because I know people got a better life than that, you know. Why would people spend the day trolling? I mean, there is some stupid people, right? But, well, I mean, I think I had like, man, I don't know. It's like my first week, I probably had like 1,000 trolls, you know. I mean, why would you waste your whole day trolling? The lady boys, whoa, what no guys know they are guys. What guys know they are guys. I felt that. The lady boys, whoa, what no guys know they are guys. I don't get it, DJM. Okay, Rosvita says the people who are talking about kind of busy with their own life. They don't want to destroy anything. I disagree. I mean, I think I'm talking about, I'm talking about really, really, really huge people. I'm not talking about millionaires. I'm talking about really huge people. There's tons of millionaires in the world. Let's see, so it's easy to get a real woman. I guess you're talking about in the Philippines, it's easy to get a real woman? Oh, you're talking about in general, in the world. Yeah, I'd say that's easy, yeah. But, you know, a lot of them can be a pain too. So, Rosvita says, for example, Elon Musk is cool. Yeah, Elon Musk, yeah, I think I don't think it's a big group, basically. And as far as him being cool, I don't know, I guess he is. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people that are against him, right? Why are there so many people, if he's so cool, why is there so many people that are against him? You know, my personal opinion, I don't have a problem with Elon Musk. I mean, I haven't found a problem with him. Doesn't mean that it won't happen one day, though. You never know. I know that he's trying to start that third party, and I do think the government needs more than two parties. And right now they have it where they're only going to give you two parties, because when they create the television debate, they got it set up where they don't allow anybody else in there but two parties, Republican, Democrat. They won't let anybody else in the television debates anymore. They used to, but then the third party almost won. That was a guy named Ross Perot. He almost won, so that's why they decided to change the rules. Let's see, Hubert says, well, I do know that the world is going downhill. And Rosevita I think she would see more of this downhill stuff if she was over in the USA at a great rate of speed. And they're very good at going on social media and creating falsehoods, a lot of falsehoods, and especially the news. The news is owned by what is it, one or two companies or something like that. I don't know. The whole entire news network out of USA. So they're full of it. Rosvita says, but you can see, I mean, in any country, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say every country, but probably, you'd be able to see corruption throughout the world in different countries. Maybe it's a small level or it's a high level, whatever, but you'll find it. Rosvita says, my grandfather used to raise Clydesdales. Wow. Sweet. Those are beautiful horses. I don't know what kind of money there is in it, but that's what he did. Yeah, I've never seen one of those in person. Just seen them on the ads for the Budweiser. But those are beautiful horses. That's cool. It's about the money. I think he liked horses. And Ozzy says, Ross Perot dropped out because they threatened his life. Exactly. They threatened his life. So he almost won. He was on the way to possibly winning. He was a third party candidate. And they threatened his life. At least that's what he claimed. Yeah, at least that's what he claimed. They threatened his and his family. I mean, it was more of his, I think he was more concerned about his family than himself, because family, kids, grandkids, they're a lot younger than him, so he didn't want them to lose their life. Anyway. But the only thing we can control is what we can control. And that's it. So just do what you can with what you can control, basically. Like my man in here, I don't know if he's still in here. He went to welding. That was his greatest thing that he's done. He did the welding 1, 2, and 3 courses, and went through the program for Job Corps, got the GED, all that kind of stuff. He controlled things and got a good life from that. I consider it a good life. But of course, yeah, I consider it a good life. Let's see, our government is extremely corrupt. Yeah, exactly. Extremely corrupt. Extremely corrupt. And a lot of people, I don't know. I think, as time goes by and as people actually figure out things, what's actually really going on, they start to feel that way. But over time, it's like, takes a lot of time, because a lot of times people don't get it. They're just indoctrined into a system. Especially, let's say you're young and you're 12, 13, 14, whatever, and you're learning what social media tells you. Well, who's controlling the social media? And you're learning what news tells you, who's controlling that, So, maybe my opinion is not very popular. I don't know. And maybe Ozzy believes the same thing. Sounds like possibly. I don't know. But we both would say the government is extremely corrupt. Yeah. We're lucky right now that we still got a little freedom, man. We're lucky we do have some freedom, I wouldn't say massive amount, but we have some. Anyway, greatest and worst thing that you've ever done. And when we get more people in here, I'll tell you my answers. let's see, we're going to be living in a completely different world about 10 or 15 years. Yeah, yeah. I mean, even now, 2025, if we go back 10 years ago, I would say, it feels like a completely different world now compared to 10 years ago. And and then if you go from, say, 2000 to 1980, that 20-year period or whatever, I think it's a lot different as well. But yeah, it's more increasing though. It's more increasing, It was like the world is changing different in like every 10 years, but now it's speeding up actually. Things are a lot different now than it was 8 years ago. So it's speeding up the amount of change, and more change is happening. So yeah, more change is happening as we move forward, and it's speeding up. Sorry, there's some of that noise. Let's see, 2000. 2000. What's 2000 about? 2000, I'm not sure. Talking about the year 2000 or something else? Let's see. Oh yeah, I remember them talking something about 2000, how things would change after 2000. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I mean, I feel like a lot of people in the world just don't realize and know everything, all the crazy stuff that's happening or happening. And I mean, really, I'd just like to talk about it and everything, But I'm not. I'm not gonna. Like Perot, he didn't want to risk his family's life or his life, whatever. And I don't feel like I'll be risking my life, but you never know. I think. What about Martin Luther King? What about JFK? They risked their lives, but I'm no Martin Luther King and I'm no JFK. That reminds me of that guy, the politician. What was his name? Walter Mondale. Said you're no JFK or something. uh, but yeah, I mean, we always have to keep our nose clean, right? Go to work. You have to watch what you say and do, and the people that you're around. So, yeah, that's that's uh, that's what I try to do. I'm definitely not going to go into extreme mode on anything. I tell you that. But I would like for people to be intelligent, you know, so they can. I don't know. I don't know why. Why would I like for people to be intelligent? To know what's going on and everything. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. I don't like being around stupid people. I know that, so maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Anyway, greatest and worst thing you've ever done. Ozzy, I don't think you answered that yet. Let's see. Rose Vita, she mentioned Hubert Moore. You still in here? Let's see if I can get some more answers. Yeah, the first guy came in. He was talking about welding. It was his the welding courses. I don't remember what he said for worse though. Let me see what he said for worse. Oh, he went to jail for a year. Yeah. Let's see. That would suck. Hey Ozzy, I'm 15 years. I'll be too old to really worry about if I'm still around. Oh, I thought you were older. Hold on, you're a teenager? Or maybe it's, oh, in 15 years. Okay. In 15 years, not too old. Okay, okay. Yeah, you confused me there. Sometimes I get people in here that will pop in and say they're, one age, and then they'll say they're another age the next time they come in. So sometimes people confuse me. Sorry about that. I just read it wrong. I've had some people give me like 3 or 4 different ages, different times. It's a lot of weird stuff. I'm not sure. I'll be 72. 72. Let me see. I just wonder if Social Security will be around, because if it's not around, man, that's gonna be tough. If we can't get any Social Security money, I mean, I'll be a senior citizen, that's for sure. I had a grandfather. Actually, both of my grandfathers died pretty young. So, so then my father, man, he's definitely outlived my grandfathers. Quite, his father. I think he's already outlived him by like what 13 years, I believe. Already passed him his age, and that's the grandfather that had 3 heart attacks. Got my pension at 64, and that may not be, and that may not even be there. Hey, BKC, I'm sorry, just saw you. How you doing, BKC? Good to see you again. Angelit Gaming's vlog. What's up? What's up? How you doing? And where are you from, Angelit Gaming? And nice to meet you. Let's see. Hubert says, sorry about that. It's just I'm not the greatest health, brain problems. Yeah, I think I don't know. Nowadays it seems like you start losing it when you get around my age. And it probably has to do with how we're eating now, and the stuff we're eating, and all that kind of stuff. We're not eating as good as we used to. Taylor, I didn't see a Taylor. Oh, Taylor Swift, yeah. Yeah, Taylor Swift. I was like, where's the Taylor at? Yeah. Good, you. Hi, Ozzy. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you. My coffee's getting cold, guys. I hate that. You have MS? When did that start? I know Montel Williams has been around for a long time, and he's had MS. Let's see. Gaiman says you did not monetize yet. No, I'm not making any money from this yet. That's correct. It's a long journey, my friend. This is sort of like, if I don't get that Social Security money, maybe I'll have a YouTube channel. That's my thought. Because as far as pension, I already used pension money, so I don't even have any kind of pension thing going on. But at least I'm living over here like dirt cheap, so I'm happy about that. And there's a teaching job that's like part-time teaching job. I might start doing as well. I'm not sure if it's going to fall through or not. But it's sort of like tutoring online, really. They call it teaching, but it's to me it's like online tutoring, basically. Let's see. Already have 500. Yeah, I guess you have a. Looks like you have a channel. How many subscribers do you have? Yeah, I think I got like 570 or 580, something like about. I think it's about 580. I can't believe I remembered either BKC. I know. That's a good job. I laugh out loud. I BKC. Yeah, Michael. You know what BKC's name is? I don't think Michael's been around enough to realize what BKC's real name is. You can call me Michael. Michael. Hi, Aziz. Welcome back, Michael. Good to see you again, bro. How's life treating you? Angelitte's Gaming says 500 is good and allowed to monetize, man. Yeah. No. It's, you can't monetize at 500 unless you got to have something else. 500 is one of the requirements, and then there's two more requirements. And I've met the other requirement, but there's one more requirement I need to meet, which is the amount of watch hours, which is the freaking tough thing to do. Watch hours, in my opinion, from my experience. Yeah. So if you have advice on how to increase watch hours, feel free to let me know, because I guess you have a channel. I guess I was asking about it. I assume you do. Let's see. Michael says BKCB, LOL. No, it's not B. It starts with a T. The name starts with a T, not a B. Okay, Ozzy says, I actually got into a bad accident in 2020. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. Head injury and broker's leg. Oh wow. Broke the leg and head injury. Kept having headaches, so they did a spinal tab. Oh, that's how you find out about the MS thing. You think was it, you think MS had was a reason that caused the accident? I mean, I don't know what happens when you have MS, but I'm wondering if that may be like a factor, a contributing factor that happened, or was it just just a mistake that happened? Some people use Google Ads. Yeah, some people do use Google Ads. Are you monetized? Do you have a channel and are you monetized? Ozzy says, hi Michael. Gaming says, OMG, Ozzy, take care of self. Yeah. Yeah, you might. I know you said, from what I remember, I think you said you used to be a driver. You know, well, I remember the limousine. I think you did truck driving too, I believe. I remember the limousine driving. And yeah, in your situation right now would be, I'm wondering if you could drive with your all the injuries and stuff, or you're not able to drive or choose not to drive, whatever. Let's see, Gaiman says, I had 4 times accident on a motorcycle. Dude, you're lucky to be alive. 4 times on a motorcycle. I see a lot of, well, actually, no. I saw a really bad motorcycle wreck here. Um, right here in the street in front of me. Michael, it starts with a T. Yeah, starts with a T. And saying Hubert, was it Hubert talking? I'm trying to remember. Am I talking loud enough, guys? I don't know if people hear me. Maybe I need to talk louder. Driving a tractor trailer and it hit another rig while I was doing 72. Whoa, 72, bro. What were you doing? Well, I guess that's not bad on the interstate. Yeah, that's about normal on the interstate. That's a drastic accident there too. So yeah, you're lucky to be around too. 72. Wow. First, while going work, motorcycle sleep. Yeah. Are you gaming? Are you in the Philippines? Because I think most people in the Philippines, the vehicle that they drive is motorcycle. Now, some areas of the Philippines, it would be cars. Yeah, cars. But if you look at the whole country itself, I would say the most driven vehicle is a motorcycle. BKC, how old? I prefer just not to drive and just take whatever transportation is available. And yeah, like jump on trike, jeepney, subway, what else? Motorcycle, just catch a ride basically. Taxis and what we call Grab, which is like Uber. How old are you vlogs? Second time slip, your gravel. 90k miles per hour. Oh, kilometers per hour. Yeah, it sounds like he's in the Philippines. But gravel, I don't see much gravel on my time in the Philippines. I guess I see some, but I don't see as much as in the U.S. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to that. Maybe that's the problem. Let's see. Ozzy says, Angel, you were on a motorcycle. Yeah, Angel's talking about the crashes. Had 3 crashes on a motorcycle. One of them was from slipping on the gravel, and the first one was from falling asleep. Third time, while visiting my birthplace in Deep Forest, around 1, somehow I back to city and found out my knee soft tissue ruptured. Sorry to hear about that, man. Be careful. Be careful, bro. I'm lucky I haven't fell asleep. He said his first one was falling asleep. And I remember, man, I used to just be out on that road a lot and be sleepy. But, yeah, everything went well, though. Like sandy gravel, okay. Gotcha. Michael says, bro, the average age here is like 32. And the noise here is like too loud. Let's see, I'm not above average. I'm below. Yeah, that's true. I guess it's true. I don't know. We didn't do an average. I just assumed like, yeah, that's true. But yeah, we didn't take numbers and do an average, but maybe you did. Yeah. One thing I want to say, Michael, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. I am going, because of that whole community guideline thing happening and some other stuff that's happened, I decided I'm going to change moderators just to 18 and up. What's your favorite song, Mr. Mike? You're currently obsessed with. Favorite song currently obsessed with. Obsessed with? Well, I'd say my favorite song is Emotion. It's a song that is probably from the 1970s, probably. And it's got a lady named Samantha Strong is the one that sings it, and it's got background vocals from Bee Gees. But that's the one I picked now, you know. Before that, it was Aerosmith, Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith. I'm sure another day it will probably change eventually. But let's see, currently obsessed with. I don't think I'm obsessed with anything right now. There's some country music there's a country song, it's called Are You With Me by Easton Corbin that I was playing over and over again for a while. That's when I had that big love thing for the girl that I came over here for. I was like crazy about. So I was obsessed with her, I guess. So that made me sort of obsessed with the music, I guess. At least. Anyway. Let's see. You should be 20 plus, laugh out loud. I actually thought about that. I thought about 18 plus or 20 plus. But the thing is, I've never had anybody come in here and say they were 18 or 19. But yeah, you're probably right. Maybe I should make it 20 plus. Well, BKC, check out YouTube guidelines that might affect you. If you've got a YouTube channel set up that you set up and you're saying, hey, I'm 13 years old, tomorrow. What they said is they may was the word, M-A-Y. I don't like that. I don't like that may. Oh, I may, you know. I'm like, just let us know exactly what's going on, you know. I don't like the whole trying to figure out what's going on stuff. But they may cut off your ability to do live, you know, to get here or even do your own or anything like that. So I would definitely check out the rules and everything inside the community guidelines. Let's see. Gaming says for moderator, nah, man. You don't think so? Hold on. You're the one that said 20 plus. What do you think a moderator's age should be? Let's take that survey. How old do you think a moderator should be, at least? Let's see. PKC says 0. I believe in no age discrimination, but the problem is not really age. The problem's not age. It's more the maturity thing. And I've seen old people that are not mature is the problem. So even if I said, oh, you got to be 40, well, I've seen 40-year-olds not be mature. But we also got to look at, the majority of somebody that's like 10 is not going to be mature, very mature, right? So when you look at things, I like to look at the majority thing to figure out decisions on making stuff like that. Anyway, I guess I don't understand what community guidelines you were talking about. I will just have to wait and see. Yeah, it doesn't really affect you anyway, Ozzy. I mean, we may lose some young people that come in here, which I hate that. I mean, it's not something that I would do and that I want to do. Well, unless they made me do it. Let's put it that way. If they made me do it, then I have to do it. but I think it's going to be an automatic thing. But the problem is they use the word may. We may do this. I mean, I don't know if they're really going to do it. So maybe they're just starting to do it. Is what I think. Makes no sense to me. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. I'll tell you that. BKC says 18 plus. Not me. I'll be here forever. Yeah. That's let's see. Gaiman says, well, enough to understand the mentality of people and well mature. Yeah, that's the thing, you know. That's the thing. As far as what you just said, that's not really an age factor, you know. Like I said, I've said this yesterday. My daughter is more mature than my mother, so. So it's what they call the slippery slope. My favorite song is, but you know what I want to do, even if I do lose people, I still plan on going. If y'all, if they don't get rid of your channels and everything, I still plan on going to your channels and checking your stuff out on your channels and all that kind of stuff. But I can't control rules and laws and all that kind of mess. Hubert Morris says, well, I could be wrong, but I think it depends on what it is here putting out. If you're doing children's stories and 13, it would be all right. But if it's more adult, then maybe. Yeah. And yeah, I've been to some where they're like drinking and cussing, all that kind of stuff. I don't do that kind of thing. Mine's more like a family thing, you know. So, I mean, I love family. Over here in the Philippines, they're very family oriented, very, very, very family oriented. And they don't go around thinking, oh, this dude's creepy because he's talking to a kid. That's not normal here. I mean, maybe there's a little bit, but in the U.S., that's been normal now. And I remember in the old days, it wasn't a problem, but we had some idiots go out and do some stupid stuff and ruin it for the other people. That's how life is. That's what happens. Let's see, close this door up. That's always what happens. You got some idiots that ruin it for everybody else. Gaiman says, I just had coffee. Black, I don't like black, but our milk. So have out of milk, okay. Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, I usually put some kind of cream and sugar, but I can drink black, but it's all about what you get used to, really, though. Ozzy says, yeah, I think they don't know their butt from the elbow. I really don't understand the thought process behind it. Yeah. The only thing, Ozzy, that I could feel is the thought process, in my opinion, is not really safety and security. Maybe they think that, maybe they don't, maybe whatever, but I think to me it's more separation. The less we have the freedom to talk, the less we have the freedom to, be together. People of all ages, people of all races, because what happens, we have this creation of hate between religions. We have this creation of hate between races, hate between countries, and sort of like a hate between ages, sort of, And I'm talking more at a U.S. level. I'm not talking about at a world level, but I mean maybe that too. But anyway, so I feel like the big thing is separation and having us all separate. Having us all not like each other. LOL, Angel. How old are you, Ozzy? Um, let's see. Ozzy says, I like one sugar and one bit of French vanilla. Yeah, I used to be like that. I used to have precise, but I don't know. That's back when I had my life together. I'm 57, Taylor. Taylor Swift. Let's see. I added the Swift in there. Gaiman says coffee is good for diabetic. Yeah, as long as you don't put like half a cup of sugar in it. BKC. And I'm not giving medical advice or any of that kind of stuff, so there's my disclaimer. Really, Ozzy. Hubert says, how is coffee good for diabetics? I'm top 2. Well, I mean, in my opinion, basically, it just doesn't have the bad stuff in it, unless you put the bad stuff in it. Like drinking water, you know? Water's not bad until you add a bunch of sugar to it, to create soda or tea and all that kind of stuff. Same thing with coffee. It's like a natural thing without the carbs, the carbohydrates. And those carbohydrates, this is my opinion, guys. I'm not a nutritionist or anything. But those carbohydrates are a huge problem. And I'm talking about sugar and flour. That's my opinion. I know, Taylor, to a 13-year-old that sounds light years away from your age, but goes by fast, yet to live your life to the fullest. Yeah, exactly. Try to make wise decisions. I'm talking to young people. Try to make wise decisions and try to do things you're not going to regret and enjoy life. Enjoy life is big because I talk to some people that are young and they're like always worried, having anxiety and that kind of stuff. And, to me, that's a big factor. Enjoy life. Gaming says coffee can be beneficial for individuals with diabetes due to its potential to improve insulin sensitivity. I think I've heard this too. And yeah, it does have the antioxidant properties, which I know it has that. I don't know if that is good for diabetes. I guess it is. I don't know. But yeah, I've heard that stuff too. But I think the main thing is just try not to put too much sugar and flour into your body. So, one bad thing I did yesterday, I think I ate way too much bread. But I don't have diabetes, but as you get older, you get a better chance of getting it. As you get older and you get more weight, and I guess there's probably a genetic factor as well. And once again, I'm not a doctor. This is just me talking. LOL, yes, just like opinionated stuff. My dad is 49. Oh, we're close. Our age is close. I'm a little bit older. Ozzy says, Hubert, carnivore diet is supposed to be really good for diabetes. Yeah, I would agree with that. There's some people out here. You can find them on YouTube. That one doctor, I can't remember his name. He's great, but that talk about that. Even that professor dude, his daughter's story is very interesting, of how she got on it and it really helped her health issues. Wish I was 49 again. Yep. Hubert says, I don't eat sugar. I would put a little cream in my coffee. And the only sugar that I take is whatever the carbs are in the breads. Yeah, that's a big thing. Like I got an uncle. It's like I think his favorite thing is to eat bread, and he is diabetic. Um, he's been diabetic for probably 9 years now, and two big things I can say that is probably a problem with him. Not just the bread, but also his love of soda. His love of soda and bread. LOL. Let's see. Hey guys. Yeah, Dave. What's up? What's up, Dave? How's life treating you today? Trying to remember. Did you tell me you were in Subic? No, you're in the U.S. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, the Kuya part throws me off, but you're not here, you're in the U.S. And will you be coming here? I think you said you might be coming here. Let's see, Kuya to the Philippines, in case people didn't know where I was. I'm in the Philippines. Let's see, have you ever listened to George Nori, Mike? Sorry about that noise. They're still working today a little bit. Not as bad as yesterday, though. No, honestly, I have not. I'll do a screenshot. Maybe I need to check it out. And Hubert says, I'm sorry to say I got to go. I'm going to have to go to bed early tonight. I need to catch up on some sleep, everybody. Take care. Yeah. Look at what time it is in the U.S. or here. It's going to be close to, is it lunchtime yet here? Trying to figure it out. There we go. 10:35 here in the morning. Okay. Yeah, take care, Mr. Moore. Thank you for coming in, and we'll see you next time. Let's see. Gaiman says, hey, Kuya Dave. ¿Cómo está, Cayo Pere? I just know the ¿Cómo está part. I don't know the Cayo Pere. BKC says, what does the wiggle crown mean, Mr. Mike? Oh, you're talking about by the people's names? It looks like, I need to watch a video on this kind of stuff you're asking me, but it looks like I go up here to the top and I press on this button. It says top fans. So top fans, I don't know how I get top fans. I don't know if it's from maybe hearts, maybe, or what happens. But probably likes and hearts, probably interaction, I guess. And time. I bet you it's time, hearts, and likes, probably, that create the top fans. And possibly history time, too. Because right now, number one is Rosvita as a top fan. And I know she's been with me for a long time. And it only shows the people that are currently in here right now, it looks like. Because Michael was in here, but it looks like he's not here now. That's interesting. I really didn't pay much attention. I haven't really paid much attention to that. Thanks for the hearts, by the way. Haven't paid much attention to it. So I'm glad you brought that up so I could take a look at it. So yeah, it's a factor of top fans. So if we go to Hubert right now, right? Let me see. Looks like he's got top crown 3. Yeah, his position is 3. So that's what it is. I've been wondering that too. I've been asking now. I figured it out. Let's see. For the most part, anyway. Hey, Kuya. Good night, Hubert. Yep. Sleep well, Hubert. Coast to coast, AM. Let's see, BKC says Texas is 10:55 right now in Texas at night. Yeah, right now we got 11:57 AM. George Norrie is the host of Coast to Coast AM. Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, there's a few that have talked about the whole carnivore diet, and they're big on it. My opinion, I'll just go ahead and throw my opinion out. Does anybody want to hear my opinion? But let's see if anybody says yes or no. Because I feel like I talk too much for one thing. But I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. Anyway, since nobody wants to hear my opinion, we'll talk about something else. Let's see, greatest and worst thing you've ever done, and BKC. What about you? What's the greatest and worst thing you've ever done? That's our question today. And gaming, I don't think. Oh, gaming. Gaming was talking about the wreck. I remember the 3 wrecks on the bike. Did you say what's your worst thing you ever done? Let's see. Gaming. I don't recall you bringing that up. What's your opinion? Okay. My opinion on the food thing is meat and veggies, fruit. Meat, veggies, and fruit. But the 2 big ones is meat and leafy greens, green stuff, green vegetables. I think if you can concentrate on having that in you, but still have some diversity, maybe I'm thinking, so you can get like maybe some fruit and stuff in there too. But those 2 things I think are the biggest healthy kind of thing. That's just my opinion. Leafy greens and broccoli, green vegetables and meat. But be careful with the big fish, because the amount of mercury that's in the big fish, like tuna, has a lot of mercury. Smaller fish is going to have less mercury. I always think about that too. I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion on like shrimp. I mean, I love shrimp, but I don't know how healthy it is with the sea, and I hear some people say bad, but I don't know. I'm going. So far, I'm okay with it. A lot of poison. Yeah, the mercury. Talking about the mercury. Yeah, yeah. I think I've met people that had too much mercury, basically, and so yeah. Do not over mercury yourself with big fish from the ocean that get mercury. Where the heck does mercury even come from? I mean, how do they get that mercury in them? I don't know that answer. Thank you for the hearts. We got some birds out here today. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can go upstairs and see if we can see any birds up there. Depends on what kind of work is going to be in the way. How much electricity bill you got, Mike? Well, we have a lot of people staying here, and that number changes every now and then because someone might stay for a while and leave. But we have a lot of people stay here, and the cost is, what was it, about 7,500 pesos, which is about 140. I think it's about 150. Yeah, about $150 US dollars. And I I pay at least half that, even though a lot of people stay here, but I'm the one that uses the most electricity because I use air condition where nobody else here will use air condition, except for me, which is a big factor in electricity. So I just pay the most out of that $150. And I'm just telling you what the bill was last time I saw it. It might be lower in this time because I've been cutting back on aircon. We call it air conditioning, aircon, and I've been using more fan. Like at nighttime, I just try to have the fan on instead of the air conditioner. BKC, let's see, you're leaving? All right, take care. Take care, and oh, you said wow. Oh, you're in the Philippines? Yeah, I mean, I kept asking. I think it sounded like you're in the Philippines, so that's probably why you said wow. I'm assuming you thought it was high. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? That's what I noticed earlier. That's why I'm asking. Oh, the aircon. Oh, I guess you're talking about the aircon. See you, Taylor Swift. Yeah, I don't like the heat. Yeah, you know, I hated the heat before I got here, but now I've been here about 2 years, and so because I've been here for that long, I've sort of adjusted. My body is sort of adjusted to more of a, more of it able to handle it. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, the AC. Yeah, we're running about the last one was about 150, but I just started after that last one cutting back on the aircon, so I hope this one's going to be less. Sure hope so. Is it humid? Humid. That's hard for me to figure out, Ozzy. I always like, how do I figure out if it's humid or not? But I guess. I mean, I think it's, I guess, average. I'm gonna go with average. I mean, humid is like the air has the heat in it, I guess. Basically, would this be a good question for what you're talking about? Does it feel hotter than the temperature is? Is that where you're going on the humid part? Yeah, I mean, they say down south, they say it's humid, like Carolinas and all that. I tell you, the weather that really bothered me was being out in Arizona. That heat was so dry that it was like bothering my throat. It was irritating my throat. I was getting like a sore throat from being in Arizona. I lived in New Mexico for 3 years, and 114 felt like 70. Okay. So I assume when you think humid that it's going to be hotter than it actually is. I mean, think about New Mexico. You got those mountains around, right? And I think you've got ocean there too on the side, I believe. Can't remember if that's, yeah, that's got to have some ocean too down there, like Roswell's down that way, I believe. But anyway, I went to New Mexico too, and I thought it was awesome. I didn't live there though. I just was there for a couple of days, two or 3 days. So how'd you like New Mexico, man? Because I almost was going to pack my bags and go live there because to me it was a beautiful place. It seemed pretty cool, and yeah, the temperature didn't feel that bad either. No ocean near Albuquerque. Yeah, I was in Albuquerque. Went to a restaurant there to eat. And yeah, you got the mountains by Albuquerque. I like that view of the mountains over there. Yeah, and that's not at the bottom of New Mexico. So yeah, that's not going to have the ocean. But I think there's ocean at the bottom. I'm like 80% sure of that. You know, of the state I'm talking about. That's where I drove. Yeah, because that's where the interstate goes through. I did one drive. I did one drive from California to North Carolina. And when I was in Arizona during that time period, you know, I stayed at a lot of hotels on that drive because that thing took forever. But when I was in Arizona, that's when I had that whole sore throat thing going on, and my I guess whole naval system, whatever, it was like crazy dry. Oh, time to eat already. Okay. Show you guys what I'm having today. Now this is gonna be. Do you want some of this? Okay. All right, boss. So this is gonna be a lot of mercury. I'm not gonna eat this whole thing. But look, I teach you to do this, all right? And it's a tuna sandwich. So I got the mayonnaise and made it like sort of like a Big Mac style with the three breads. But this goes against what I was just saying. Don't eat too much tuna. And I think she might have put the whole can in here, it looks like. So I don't plan on eating the whole thing. But I normally don't eat tuna much, but the problem is money. Tuna's cheap. Wow. Looks pretty good. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe we should start getting a can of chicken or something. I don't know. I usually don't eat this much tuna. I just started doing that triple thing, three breads, the last time. And the last time I was eating, I was like, this is too much tuna. But she did it again. So, and I'll have some water. So I am doing something good here. So what did you think about, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Let's see, no ocean. I like it okay. That's where I drove the limo, okay. The only thing that worries me about the New Mexico is there might be a high amount of crime in that state. I don't know. And, you know, I don't know about the whole area of the state. Maybe some areas are bad, some are not. I wonder if you know a guy from New Mexico named Gary Johnson. He ran for president, third party. And he's from Santa Fe, New Mexico. He was a business guy. He started from scratch, and he was doing. I want to say he was going around doing construction work. Started the business. Let's see. Gaming says, "What do you think about India, Mike? Did you ever visit? What do you think?" There's a lot of Indian people that I've met that I think are wonderful. And I think there's a lot of cool Indian stuff there, you know, Bollywood and all that kind of stuff. And I think they're very good allies with us. I wish everybody realized that because I don't think everybody does realize it. So I, I, I'm a fan of India. The only thing is, they can be swayed in the other direction if if we are stupid about things with India. If we don't appreciate our friendship with them, then it's possible they could get swayed in that direction of the Chinese area. You know, I'm talking more about the government. I'm not talking really about the people, but you know, that's pretty good. Thank you. Where's Vita? Where's Vita? I looked at top fans and oh, Ozzy just passed you. It looks like you were number one. But anyway, you guys are neck to neck. New Mexico does not, and I just started looking at the top fan stuff, so I don't know about it. New Mexico does not have an ocean. Oh, they don't have beaches. Okay. Um, yes, high crime. Yeah, I know that's what I'm not crazy about. I don't remember him. Okay, Gary Johnson. Yeah, it was a Libertarian Party. Ozzy says I was there from 94 to 97. Okay. Yeah, it's been a long time ago. But if you do come to the Philippines, I recommend go with a tuna that is more on the better side, premier, what do you call it? Um, yeah, don't get a cheap tuna because the premier, I get the one in a red can. A red can, don't know the name, but that's a lot better tuna than the cheap one. Mm. I think I answered that India question. Um, Let me see. Did you ever visit? I never visited, but I told you what I think. Let's see. What do you think about India? I think it's a beautiful place too. I think it's a beautiful place. I think like here, I think it's similar to here in my opinion because here's a beautiful place. India is a beautiful place. Here has a lot of poverty, and I think India has a lot of poverty as well. So, you're going to go to some areas that are going to be rough, basically. But, we're talking about place. We're not talking about people. As far as people, I'm not saying that people are bad or anything like that. I saw this one video where they went to what they call the slums of the Philippines, and the people were freaking awesome in there, in those neighborhoods. The kids were awesome. They're not really supposed to be putting those kids out like that, but they did. But the kids were awesome, and the people were awesome. I don't know how people get away with some things they do. I worked in Albuquerque. This is from Ozzy. I worked in Albuquerque and lived 40 minutes away in, wow, that's a long drive, man. You prefer to be in that area? Wonder why, instead of being inside of Albuquerque's. Oh, well, never mind. I was thinking you were driving to Albuquerque for work. Never mind. But I haven't heard of Mariarty. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. Gaiman says everything is fine and safe country. Have some poverty, but there is always plus points. Yeah, exactly. And I try to stay away from the political stuff, but what you're saying there, yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that a lot about the politics, government type stuff. I've heard that a lot. Because I've had a bunch of people I knew in U.S. that were Indians, and I can't say we were friends, but we would talk every now and then because when I was working, I met the people, you know. So I talked to them, some, and trying to remember, can't remember. I know I've met a lot of Indians though, and all have been awesome. I haven't had a problem with anybody from India. And those people that come over and they're engineers and so forth, they're really helping the U.S. out. And also, what am I going to say? Also, they're very smart. And something else I want to say, I did a recruiter job for a while. When I was a recruiter, I met a lot of people and tried to help a lot of people get jobs. But unfortunately, some of the people that were from India that had so much credentials, education, certifications, and so forth, I couldn't, and I knew they were better than, say, this person that was an Indian. I couldn't get that person a job because of government factors. And the government factors would be like, in order to have somebody work from another country, your company has to pay us a bunch of fees for you to let them stay in the US. And the companies wouldn't do that unless they were big like Tesla or some really big company. And so I felt upset about it, because I was like, this person deserves a good job. And I knew that they were going to have to leave. That was another thing. If they didn't get that good job, they came to the country, and had a good job, and then the contract runs out eventually. And they were sad that they had to go back to India. They wanted to stay in the U.S. They were sad they would have to leave, and they were hoping that they could get another job that would allow them to stay in the U.S. And they were almost at the point of like, I wouldn't say crying, but I felt like they were about to cry about it. And they were like, really, really adamant about trying to get my help to help them so they wouldn't have to leave the country. But yeah, I think India is awesome, just like here. I think just a lot of people leave these countries because they have to go get income, They have to go somewhere. And I'm sort of like the opposite. I'm over here because it's so cheap, But when they do leave, they're ready to come back and live a lot better life with the money they have, and then they can live cheap when they come back to their home country, be it India or be it Philippines, whatever. But I really enjoyed that recruiter job. Okay, BBD guys. Let's see. Let's see if I missed anything. Gaming says people not open-minded much, but well, some kind, some not. When you say people not open-minded much, but some are, some not, are you talking about people around the world, or are you talking about like one country? Like, are you saying that about U.S. people, or are you saying that about India people, or are you just talking about everybody? Oh, India? Really? See, that's the thing. I don't know. India, I don't know how many people they have there, but maybe it's like 400 or 500 million. I don't know. It's a lot, I would assume. But my thing is I can only go off of the small amount of people I met, and a lot of those people were engineers. Yeah, maybe all of them, now that I think about it. And the amount of people, I don't know, maybe is 20. I don't know, I'm just guessing. It might be 30, 40 or something like that. But I don't want to over exaggerate either. So I'm just going to say 20, probably more like 30 or 40. But anyway, like I said, whenever I met the people from India, we just had brief moments together. So, and I want to say I've had different friends. I mean, from traveling so much and going so many places, and sometimes I can't remember every single body that I was like friends with. Look, Jimmy. Sorry, guys. I hope if you need me to, I'll stop eating it. You know, if it's bugging you guys. But it is good, Ozzy. I might have to stop eating it soon anyway because of all the mercury in it. I love shrimp, and you can get shrimp here like really cheap. You like seafood much? You guys, y'all like seafood much? My favorite would be crab legs. Devil crab, I like that too. I love seafood. Yeah, Maine is the big place, right? Over there. You got the blue crab legs over there. Which I've never had the blue ones. I've always had the orange ones. Is there a difference in taste between the blue and the orange? Or are they pretty much alike? I love seafood. Bangus, tuna crab, pomfret, and tuna. I'm not familiar with the pomfret, but I am, the milkfish. I just released a video, guys. It's I just released it maybe an hour ago, and 2 hours ago. And basically, it's going over tons and tons of food that I've been eating here in the Philippines. You'll see me eating it, trying it, tell you like how I feel about it, like if it's good or bad, the taste and everything. Yeah, tons and tons of different food. Some of it's like very interesting stuff we're not going to eat in the U.S. Actually, I guess well, maybe not all of it. But yeah, it's a long video that's over 10 minutes. So, stuff I've been collecting, and I decided just to put it all together. I make shrimp with my steak sometimes. Ooh, that sounds too yummy, Ozzy. I am jealous. Yeah, that's two of my favorite foods right there, shrimp and steak. Maine is lobster. I thought you had blue crab legs up there, too. They got blue crab legs somewhere, right? I've just never ate the blue crab legs. They're probably out of my price range. That might be right. I eat shrimp, plus I never really see them. But I think it's both. I think it's hardly ever see them, plus they're pricey. I eat shrimp, lobster, tuna. Scallops. Yeah, I had scallops for the first time a couple of years ago, about 3 years ago. And because someone I was hanging out with, they said their favorite food was scallops. So I figured I'd try it. I have to say I like crab legs and shrimp better. I mean, scallops are good though, but I like the crab legs and shrimp better. And lobster would be about there with scallops as far as what I like. Alaska is king crabs. Oh, okay. So king crabs are from Alaska, which I guess is the blue crabs. You know, I haven't been eating crab over here. Gaiman was talking about crab, and I haven't had any. I haven't seen crab. I go to the market over here, and I'll get some like fish or shrimp out of the market in Philippines here in province, and there's no crab. Like, where's the crab at? Where's the crab at? That's what I need to know. I need to know where the crab is, man. Where I gotta go get crab around here. Haddock. Oh yeah, haddock's good. Oh, you know what? I forgot about one job I used to have way back. It was because of what you said, the haddock. It was Schwann's, little yellow trucks that drive around, go door to door, and people buy food from them. And they would basically make delivery every 2 weeks. Yeah, I forgot about that job. It's been a long time ago. But we sold haddock. That's why I remember. We sold all sorts of fish. I actually have haddock in the freezer that I need to eat soon. I'll be there tomorrow, so I can get me some haddock too, man. Gaming seems like crab is exotic. Yeah, it feels like can't I never see it around, man. I don't know, did it like disappear? It was in the Philippines and you never find it anymore now? I mean, I'm guessing you're in the Philippines. So. Yep, I had a friend that drove for them. Yeah, I enjoyed that job, man. I did it in the mountains. And the people were awesome, you know. The people were awesome in the Appalachian Mountains. Oh, Deborah Williams. Hey, nice to meet you, Deborah. And thank you for coming in. Our biggest thing in here is to respect each other. Just, I'm throwing that out, so I haven't said that in a while. Respect each other and respect each other's beliefs, because you don't want your freedom to believe taken away from you, so we just respect each other. And somebody is talking about some weird crap that Ozzy took care of. Thank you, Ozzy. Man, it's a lot better than it used to be. You know, that first week I started, tons and tons of people come in here with crazy stuff. Yeah, you gotta keep your realm to do that moderating, man, because I'm gonna be losing. Well, I've already lost Rosvita because, she asked me to do it. So Rosvita, and I'm gonna lose Michael as far as moderation. And who else? Yeah, whoever's not 16 or higher, you know. Mike is in the Philippines. He's showing us around. Let's see. Oh yeah. I was about to go upstairs and like show the place and everything, but she brought this food, so I started eating the tuna sandwich. Deborah says, I live in a small town in the state of Virginia. That's actually where I was doing Schwann's. My job was there in Virginia. In the beautiful mountains, and that's where I was, in the beautiful mountains. And would not live in a big city or place where the weather does not change. If you're here, you can make that happen. Because all you gotta do, the only problem is you have to take your house with you though. I mean, but yeah, there's an area here that is really a cool area, and most of the area is not cool. It's hot. But your area in the mountains is beautiful, man. I love Appalachian Mountains. I lived over there. I tell you, I give away a little information about stuff like that. Like, I live it was close to Blacksburg. Let's see, I love the fall and the snow. Me too. Me too. And it's funny you say that because a lot of the people here in the Philippines, they know about snow and stuff like that. And they're like, man, one day I want to like leave here and go to a place where they can see snow. Yeah, they have like some, not all, have a fascination with being able to go to an area where they can feel and see the snow and play in the snow. Let's see, what are you eating? This is Arabella. Oh, where are you guys from? Deborah, you said you live currently in Virginia? Okay. I've been all over the mountains of Virginia. And like I said, I didn't live too far away from Blacksburg. But I'm eating this, Arabella. And this is a very big tuna sandwich, which I'm going to stop eating soon because it's a lot. Ozzy's out of Millie Knockett. That reminds me of that crazy conversation yesterday. What was that guy's name? Anyway, in the winter and Salem, Massachusetts in the summer. Sounds like some beautiful areas. Oh, Arabella. All right. Okay, good night. All right, you take care. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, what do you think, Ozzy? Sounds like beautiful areas, but I don't know. What do you think? Pretty nice places. But Virginia is one of my favorite states. And it's great to watch the Lord change. See, Lord change from 20 degrees to spring and beautiful flowers. Okay, try to figure out. I think you're saying it's great to watch the Lord change the nature in that area from snow over to spring. Yeah, to the beautiful flower. Yeah, it is. I totally agree with you. Appalachian mountains are very, very beautiful. And I mean, Virginia is beautiful. It's a beautiful state. New York is where I'm from, by the way. I mean, New York. I say New York, North Carolina. I'm sorry. I'm from North Carolina originally, but I lived in Virginia for a long time. And even up there in the DC area, I really enjoyed that area. Virginia Beach area, all that area. But what's that, Charlottesville? Yeah, Charlottesville and here in Harrisonburg because it was so beautiful view. And then what else you got? You got Waynesboro out there. And I can't remember the one that's close. You got Salem and you got Roanoke. Yeah. And then down farther, you got Hillsville. You've got one by Tennessee there. Kingsport, which is part Virginia and part Tennessee. Yeah, I love that whole area. Love it very much. As a matter of fact, if I ever do go back over to U.S., there is a chance that I would go there, but I probably won't because of family. But actually, that's where I would prefer, probably, if it wasn't for family. Please be nice, little C. Thank you. I'm gonna read what you said. I just gotta clean my hands off. Just trying to clean that off. Okay, Deborah says, I have only been out of the U.S. twice. Went to Paris and Cancun. How was it? I've never been to either one. I wanted to go over to Mexico, Cancun, wherever was safe. I wanted to go to somewhere safe in Mexico, but I just never have made it. And if I went to Europe, I would prefer Italy and Spain, preferably, and Switzerland. And also over there on those other areas like Croatia, Hungary, I think all that area, Cyprus, that area over there seems to be a beautiful area as well. I wouldn't say to live, but to visit, you know, those places. What do you mean it's my first time in here? Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, Lucy, thank you for coming in. Nice to meet you. And where are you from? Because we're basically a group of people that are from all over the world, and we hang out together and talk, stuff like that. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's see, this is from Ozzy, and Ozzy says, I felt like I have a bad memory. That's not my bad. Yeah, that's why I got the paper, right? Well, he said it's his first time in here. I said he, she, basically Lil C. I'll go by the name because we have no idea about the person besides that the name is Lil C. But where are you from, Lil C? And if you want to talk about yourself, feel free. We really believe in respect, and it's nice to be free. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's nice to be free. I can't say be totally free where you're like hurting other people and stuff like that. And I think Lil C's not in here anyway, so I just ran my mouth for nothing. Did you get rid of them? I don't know if that delete thing in your, choices, I don't know if that gets rid of people completely. I know the hidden thing was just hide them whenever they're talking and stuff. I don't know about the delete. Okay. Yeah, probably just walked out. Probably like, yeah, this place ain't cool, man. You know what I'm saying? This guy looks like he's about 250 years old, you know? You know. Pogi, yo, what's up, what's up? Good news, sir. To you as well. It's good to see you again. I like Pogi because he engages, he puts in the talking just like Ozzy does. And several other people do, he's cool. Let's see, I deleted this one word comment earlier. I did see that, yeah. Yeah, I saw the word too, yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, actually, I think I said I appreciate it, but maybe I didn't talk loud enough. I need to probably speak louder when I'm talking because I think I've been talking too low, guys. I don't know. Hey, Pokey. Ozzy says, hey, Pokey. Be interested to see people's faces. Like I said, once again, if you want to do the video thing, yeah, I was told that I could put that video into the description, the link, where you can click on the link and actually pop into a video. So I can give that a try, if anybody wants to pop into a video up here with me. And I just need to be aware before I start the live. So If anybody wants to do it now, I can jump out and we can do that now. But you know, I'm on here every day, so we can do it tomorrow, whenever. Let's see, Poggy says unfair of the decision their draw, but all viewers, sir. Manny won. Oh, on his mind and heart. Is that already over with? Huh. Sounds like it's over with. Yeah, I don't know if Ozzy knows about it, but yeah, the most famous boxer ever that I know from Philippines is Manny Pacquiao, and he's 46 years old. And today, he was scheduled to fight this dude that was only 30 years old. He was coming back out of retirement, 46 years old, fighting a Mexican American guy, 30 years old. And so Poggy says unfair of the decision. So it's a draw. Okay. So saying that you believe that Manny won the fight is what it looks like. But they said it's a draw. No, I heard you. I just wanted to let Lil C know that we're not see now. Gotcha. We're not see now. I guess. I guess we're not see now. Very, let's see, very deceiver, all three jury. Oh. Trying to get that tuna out of the bottom lip. So, hello? Gaming, okay, gaming is back in. Gaming says, I'm downloading game. Aha, I left stream earlier. What kind of game are you downloading? Poggy says, imagine a straw, much more points to his opponent, and yet a draw. Yeah, that doesn't sound fair. If you won more points than the other person, that, in my opinion, you won if you have more points. How's that a draw? That doesn't make much sense to me. But I'll have to check out the highlights and the highlights of the fight. I thought that was, I remember you said something about 12 o'clock. So, yeah, I think you were talking about it's going to be somewhere at 12. But me, I don't want to pay anything at all, and I don't have any kind of TV set up. They use one in there for that karaoke, but they never watching TV. I don't know even if it works for like stations or anything. But I just watch it on YouTube and see what all happened. I probably have that stuff on there tomorrow. Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. The boxer's 46, Manny from Philippines, and fighting that young dude at 30 years old. That's crazy. Of course, us old guys, we're gonna go for the old guy, you know. Let's see. Gaiman says Days Gone. So big download. Oh, okay. The video game is called Days Gone. Wonder what that's about. Well, I think Ozzy does some GTA playing. I do karaoke instead of video games and sports. I go out and play sports, if I ever have the opportunity, walk, sports, and in karaoke. Never around video game. Well, yeah, I'm never around any kind of video game system anymore. Used to love video games, so. Favorite video game of all time, guys? What would you pick? For me, man, I think NBA Jam, but Spy Hunter and Paperboy I played a lot too. But NBA Jam I think would be it. Let's see, I play GTA 5, yeah. And Gamer says, Mike, Do you GTA 6 will launch soon? I'm not a GTA. That's Ozzy. Ozzy over here, and he's even older than me. He's we have a lot of people in here that's like 20, 30, whatever. But yeah, he's playing GTA 5. Of course, I got a friend up here that's my age, and he's playing Call of Duty all the time. He's from America. He's from I think you told me like Chicago. You told me Chicago. I got a few expat friends over here, and I want to say Chicago for him. I got one that's right where I'm from, that area, North Carolina. And then Mike that comes in here, he's from Illinois, but he also lived in Tennessee. See, Brian says, "Don't vape, sir." Yeah, sorry. I wish I had that. What do you call it? Discipline. Yeah, I wish I had the discipline to do that. I really do. Because of money, the cost of it. Anyway, Ozzy says, I've been playing GTA 5. Says, wow, dude, 5 years. So, Gaming here says the new one is out. The 6 is what it says. I guess that's, one step up. Will launch soon. Until we become 70? Say, Mike, will launch soon until we become 70. I don't understand that 70 thing. But hey, Bryant, welcome to the hood. I should find my pen and write down Deborah, that she's from Virginia. I'll find it eventually. Let's see. Well, I do need to plug in so it don't die. I've been playing online since 2020. GTA 6 will be out in September, supposedly. Yeah, it seems like it would be out a lot sooner if you had 5 way back then. Seems like there would have been a 6 already. I don't know, maybe I'm reading it wrong, but thinking wrong. What's your liquid flavor? Bryant, this flavor is strawberry ice cream. I think it's strawberry ice cream. Hold on. No, it's supposed to be a coffee flavor, but it don't taste like coffee. It's got a weird taste to it. I don't really like it, but I bought it, so I'm vaping it. And sorry, English isn't good. We got a lot of people. English isn't good. That's part of my job, to try to figure out what people are saying. So don't worry about the English thing, man. We have a lot of people from Philippines, New Zealand, Japan, India, Africa, all that sort of thing. Usually at this time, not as much people, and then later we get more people at a later time, because yesterday I was live for 10 hours. Oh my gosh, that was a long one. But so, and I had like 3, I think it was 3 or 4 lives. I think it was 3 out of that 10 hours. Let's see. Gaiman says, even if it launches, I'm not going to buy it. How much do you think it would be? I'm just wondering, because I don't buy games anymore. And is this a game that you gotta like go buy a cartridge? That's the last time I bought games. I know Ozzy was talking about going online and playing. So how's the method of getting the game? Is it like get it online, or you go out and buy it at a store? And as far as the cost goes, how much does it cost that you think it will cost? Let's put it that way. Or how much was the cost of the last one? I don't know. About you think about $70, huh? Uh, wow, $125. Holy crap! Woo! I'm going way back to when my video game system came out. Uh, yeah, the old Atari back in what, the '80s, right? I want to say those games were normally about $10 to $20, I believe, somewhere in there. So yeah, so y'all thinking somewhere between, let's say, 70 and 120, something like that. So about $100. That's crazy, man. Probably mostly. But how do people normally get it? Oh, it was only $50. My guess then, from what you guys told me, but I guess it's all about how good the game is too. I'm gonna say $99. Yeah, they're gonna say it's only $99.99. Um, yeah, do they normally get these games like disc? Like the last time I played PS2 was we got disc and we put it inside the PlayStation 2. Or is everything online now? Always buy a game after 1 year pass at launch date to avoid the hype cost. Gotcha. Hey, mama, what's up, mama? How you doing? Let's see. Ozzy says they're saying the graphics are supposed to be unreal. Yeah, if they've really put a lot into it and they're hyping it up and everything, then maybe it will be higher than that. But I'm gonna go with 99. Wow, that's a lot of money though. If they're gonna do 99, they might as well just say 120. Because either you can afford it or you can't. Time to say. You used that word again. What is time suck? They're saying the graphics are supposed to be unreal. Sweet. I remember hearing about GTA, and I was like, I ought to play that one day, but I've never been around it to play it, so I don't know. You can digital or on disc, so you got two options. Okay. Well, I like as far as having a disc where I can take it around and put it in different systems, but I guess with the whole online, you could probably move it around and as well if they give you that right. If they give you the rights to do that moving around with the software online, and they probably do. What's good, Mom? How's it going? Anything new? Like lunch? Did you eat lunch? I had a big tuna sandwich today. I feel bad because not finishing it and then thinking about there's people out here that don't have the food and I didn't finish it. I have the PS5 that has the disc. Oh, okay. Now that I think about it, my cousin, he had a PlayStation 3, I believe, and that's the last PlayStation I played on. 3 or 4, one of those. I think it was 3. I'm late just after my Zumba. Zumba. Let's see. The disc. Yeah, yeah, we were using the disc. Yeah, he didn't do the online stuff. What you having for lunch? Gaming says, forget about downloading in Philippines. It will cost you 200 to 400 just to download. Well, I mean, I think you should be able to just jump on Wi-Fi and download. I downloaded like today. I downloaded a video that was um, it was over 10 minutes video on Wi-Fi. So I think um, I don't, which didn't cost me anything. I don't even pay for the Wi-Fi here. I pay nothing on Wi-Fi. I better keep that quiet. They may say, "Hey, man, you need to start paying on the Wi-Fi." Bangus Singang and Janice Singh and let's see, Grossi. Grosso. Mom, I just put a video out of tons of different Filipino food that I've been eating, and I put it together like a collection. And like first time eating most of it. Some of it I'd already ate. So if you get a chance, anybody want to look at that Filipino food and see what Filipino food's about and how I feel about it, the taste, how I think different things taste. It's there. I put it out about 3 hours ago. Let's see. Bangus. Ritzy, tomorrow's exam. Ritzy, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out. If you are under 16, you know about the thing with the guidelines. But what I'm gonna throw out is the moderators. I'm gonna make a rule that all my moderators, and this is not, it's not on based on, it's not based on age. It's not based on a number. It's not based on a number. It's based on the matureness kind of thing. And I have to set a rule. So I'm going to set the rule at 18, basically. Moderators need to be 18 and up. And the whole YouTube guideline thing, YouTube may control you guys where y'all can't do a lot of stuff. That has nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me. But I do want to keep things clean and, not be in trouble with YouTube. And I think that's going to be one way to do it. So sorry, I have to do that, basically. And I will keep, sorry I couldn't have time to come in the streams. But I'll keep supporting your channel, going in, watch videos, stuff like that, give you likes and stuff. And I just don't know how much time we can do on live. I don't know how they're gonna how that's gonna be affected. To be honest with you, I need to look at. I haven't looked at all the guidelines to figure it out. I just looked at parts. But anyway, Ozzy says, "Hey Ritzy," and Ritzy's awesome too. I mean, Ritzy's never, as far as I know, I don't think has ever had a fight or disagreement or anything like that. Where I've had some other people that were under 18 that did, as far as I know. That means it means that YouTube may restrict some of your capabilities to do things while you're on YouTube. They're supposed to start that process Monday. I don't know if they will, but that's going to start being when their rules start anyway. And what I have to do, I don't know exactly. I need to look at it better. But I will say I do want to make the moderators be at least 18. I don't want to do it based on age kind of thing. I'm doing it based on like I said, a maturity kind of thing because I've had some issues and I need to set a rule on it. So I didn't want to lose you on the moderator, but if I'm going to have a rule, I need to enforce it. I've been climbing earth and sky. Oh, thank you for the hearts. and Sky living in the Ritzy's paradise. Oh, okay. Anyway, um, it's okay. All right. So it's good that you understand, and we're still friends. And like I said, I can still go to your channel and check out stuff. I don't know how everything's gonna work out, but I'm starting right now. The rule to be a moderator is 18, so I'll be, Michael be the same thing. I have to remove his moderation. I've already removed Rosvita's moderation, so I don't have to worry about that one. And yeah, I wanted to make sure I got that out. I saw the exam thing. I thought you already took the exams. Let me see, where's that? Oh, tomorrow's the exam. I thought you took exams yesterday. But good luck on the exams. Let me see where the battery's at right now. Why can't I go to it? Okay, it's fine. Somebody's talking smack to me on a comment, on a video. Don't. Like, the funny thing is they don't know what I did after that video, but I guess they assumed that they did. And they assumed wrong. Anyway, maybe I should talk smack back to them on it. It's like, hey, you want to come in and be stupid? Let me just do the same thing with you. I'm talking about a comment somebody left on a video of mine. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit off of. Let's see, Ritzy says, so, oh, thanks, Ozzy. I called my neighbors and told them, hi, you're tall. Where's Michael now? I don't know. I don't know if he's, did he say Ozzy? He came in for a little while, but I don't know if he went to go play basketball or what. I don't remember him saying what he was doing. But yeah, we saw him in here earlier. Do you remember Ozzy, him saying anything? I don't remember him saying about his plan. He just came in for a little while, and who knows? Is he not a mod now? Next time I see him, I'm gonna be taking him off a mod. And I told him, I did tell him, and that I was gonna be doing that today. So probably see him later on today. Yeah, Roosevelt, she's not a mod now. So that's done, yours done, and Michael's. I think that's everybody, but that I can remember. I think everybody else is over 18. Let's see, Y-E? E? Oh, yes, I think you're saying yes. Now it's starting to get hot today. 20 there. If I don't see Michael, I'll just have to go into the system to do it on my laptop. If he doesn't, but anyway. Yeah, I'll be doing some lives later on today too. So, where's Poland at? Poland. Who's the Poland? Who's the Poland guy? I think you're talking about that dude's from Poland, or half Polish or something like that. I can't remember who it is. Ooh, man. Working on another video as well. It's about products in the Philippines. Let's see. And it's going to be about 12 minutes about the different products here. Let me see, did I download that? Yeah, I did. I think I did. I think I did. All right. You've been studying hard? You ready for the exams? I don't see anybody talking. I think I'll jump out then. I don't see anybody talking about anything. Ozzy probably needs to get some sleep too. Anybody talking? Nope, nobody's talking. Ozzy, you still around? All right. Well, it says 2 people are in here, so I'm assuming Ozzy must have just left the area and probably coming back. But that's weird. Usually somebody's talking. So I'll just wait on Ozzy because he didn't say bye yet. So unless he fell asleep, maybe that's what happened. Maybe he's like in the live, fell asleep on me. Dude, it's getting hot up in here. Where is that? There it is. I still don't see anybody chatting, just to let you guys know if there's some kind of problem going on. I don't see anybody saying anything. Products in the Philippines. Philippines. Do this. guess it just puts the same. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's good from latest. And save that. Go to private. There. Saving that. Mom says, draw fight. Yeah, that's what Pokey was saying. Did you watch it? Did you watch the fight? Or like see any highlights or anything yet? Private video is still processing. Okay, guess it's gonna take a while. I just watched the, you just watched the replay. Replay, I think is what, missed the A in that. I was like, reply, I was thinking comment. So you watched some of it basically. Did they show the whole thing on the replay? Well, like on YouTube, it's already got stuff on YouTube, or where'd you catch it at? Because I want to go take a look at it myself. I'll eventually watch the highlights and see all the good stuff. Because I don't think you're gonna be able to like watch the entire fight. The big money makers want you to go through them, so they're gonna protect that. But I heard that Manny got more points, and they still call it a draw, which, if that's true, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, even if it's a tie, let's say it's a tie, for a guy that's 46 to go against a guy that's 30, that's awesome. Let's see, I don't want to watch the full fight, just the highlights. Yeah, it depends. If it's a really good fight, then I'll watch the whole thing. Yeah. Usually they're not that great where I want to watch the whole thing, especially that whole Mayweather. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather with him. That was a little bit boring. Let's see, there's a win for the old guy either way. There you go. There you go. I thought you fell asleep, Ozzy. I know it's late over, so I thought you were gone. Forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, I'm definitely going to look for it. Was it on, let's see, you saw the replay. Is it on YouTube? Ozzy, have you watched it? This processing is taking forever for some reason. Or maybe I just need to close it out. Had to run downstairs and brush my teeth. Yeah, I figured you were probably doing something. Be careful with that running downstairs, though. Let's see. Ozzy, time to sleep for you. I haven't watched much of it. Yes. He's. I'm just trying to finish processing a video and get this one posted as well. This one's going to be about the products, different products in the Philippines. But yeah, I'm looking forward to taking a look at that. Give my opinion, my own personal opinion, like I did with the Mayweather one. I wanted to create my own personal opinion because I hear other people say what they thought, but you don't know until you actually check it out, you know. If you scroll 3 times, someone is showing a replay. Scroll 3 times. Oh, okay. You have new video uploaded. Yeah, I uploaded one this morning. Different foods I've been eating here in the Philippines. That's over 10 minutes. I did one short, and somebody already said something bad to me on it, but on the short. But anyway, and then this one here is going to be about products. I should get this one out today too, about products in the Philippines. So that one's about all the different foods and me taste testing the foods. And this one is about different products in the Philippines. I didn't get a notification. Is your settings on all? Let me see. I think it has to be on all notifications, because if it's on notifications that say what do they call it? The other one, I can't remember the other one. Recommended, I think, or something like that. I mean, thing about it is, hey guys, you know, just put it on whatever you think is right, basically, because I know my videos are very mixed. So there's some stuff that people, I think, want to watch, and some of the videos people don't want to watch, kind of thing. So some people like the comedy, some people like the other stuff, you know, for example. So Mickey, good thing you have lots of videos. I guess. I don't have lots of watch hours, so I don't know. But anyway, that's the main thing. I mean, wouldn't it be sad if you made 5,000 videos and you only had 10 watch hours? That's not me. I'm not that bad. But I mean, if it was, it would be like, why did I make 5,000 videos? You know, that would be pretty sad. I'd be like, I think I would want to cry. But, and then there's people out here, they'll make one video and then they'll get like, 300 watch hours or 500 watch hours off of one video. But yeah, I guess it's some kind of prop to have a good number quantity. But I've got to sway more into the long form instead of all the short forms that I've been doing. Got to get more of that up. If you have any advice for me, you're the old timer, so you know stuff. If you have any advice for me, I appreciate it. Ozzy said it's getting late there. It's time for bed, ain't it, man? You ready to go to bed? Or what time do you normally go to bed? I mean, a lot of times when I get off with you guys on my late live, I go over to the bathroom. I do a tabo bath and brush my teeth, just prepare, that kind of stuff. So I'm still up normally till about 1 or 2 o'clock, somewhere around there. Advice about what? Oh, I was saying about the YouTube business, because Mom Be Fit, she's had her channel for a while, and I was just asking her if she had any advice for me. Let me know. I just took a sleeping pill. Yeah, I like to do that too. And then about 20 minutes later, I'm knocked out. So, what are you up to, Mom? What I'm gonna do is jump off here. If you're gonna be on live, I'll jump over there, help support you. I do need to plug my phone in. But while I'm working, I can help support if you're gonna be on live. But I will jump off here because Ozzy needs to get some sleep. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's different vloggers. I'll jump on their live to help them out. And I haven't caught yours, but try to catch it sometime. I've watched some of your videos to help you out. But anyway, after. Oh yeah, a lot of people are, I guess, getting out of church right now, or just finished church about 1 o'clock probably. Yeah, they're just getting out. Yep, Ozzy, good night. Sleep well. I'm not sure about what kind of advice I have for you, but if I can help, I will. Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I'm open to being, people being hard on me, that kind of stuff, you know, because I know, my stuff isn't like super awesome in my opinion. But anyway, good night, Mom, and good night, Ozzy, and talk to you guys later. And I appreciate y'all being here and everything. So take care. Do a countdown. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace.